What up, Homedawgs? My name is Gokey Gamer, coach of the Milwaukee Medichams, and welcome to week 1 of the SPDA Luxuryball division, where this week we're going to be taking on Brandon, coach of the Piedmont Triad Kickers. I'm very excited for this game. I apologize if the audio sounds a little bit weird. I'm trying something a bit different with my microphone. Maybe it'll work better, maybe it won't. Who knows? Anyways, here's the teams. What? So, yes, my opponent's got a very scary team. Thankfully, there's no Cincino, and there's also no Spiritomb. I don't know what the other Pokemon are, but we know we have Terra Fairy Electros that we're dealing with, which is very interesting. My guess is probably for the, whatchamacallit? My Walking Wake. So, yes, this is a very scary matchup for sure, but I'm very excited. Let's see what my opponent is bringing to this match. So, we are going to see Spidops is coming to, oh god, Spidops is here. Oh no! I don't like that Spidops is here. I don't like that. What is my opponent cooking? Oh god. The nice thing is Probopass looks really good. Oh my god, Probopass looks so good here. Holy crap. No Keldeo, no Serena, no Landorus Eye? Dang, they must not have been expecting Dr. Mario to be here. Holy. Okay, well, I'm more than happy with that. I could lead with Torkoal. I don't think that's the right play here. I think I am just going to lead Wake Up! I think Wake Up here is a very, very solid lead. It'll do a lot of damage to basically everything. And, yeah. I don't think we need the Assault Vest too heavily in this game. Oftentimes, Electros is physical, and it'll probably have knockoff. Anyways, it's really only there for Dio speed. Fez could be annoying as well, but we'll figure that out when we get there. Good luck, Evan, to my opponent. Let's freaking do this. Whoo, boy. Alright, we see a Spidops. I'm so scared. Thank goodness I have Talonflame with Defog, but man, that's terrifying. Alrighty, here we go. Also, Electros is probably Assault Vest. If it's Terra Fairy, it's probably Assault Vest for Walking Wake. We're going to see, that's a name. That's a name. My goodness gracious, that is a name. Okay, I'm going to go ahead. Every single time here, I flip turn into what is the question. The nice thing about it being Terra Fairy, Terra Poison Bonnet kind of goes nuts here, which I'm very excited about. I'm going to go ahead and flip turn. Alright, we go ahead, fire off our flip turn. It does a decent chunk of damage. So, I don't want to go into Brute Bonnet yet. I might go Torkoal, actually. I think Torkoal here is a pretty solid lead. Or, well, not lead, but you get my point. The only thing is, I'm a little bit afraid of a knock. I don't want to go Captain. Dr. Mario here looks phenomenal. I don't want to go Elegance yet either. I will go into Torkoal. If they go for a knock, that's a very safe play, and it's a play that I don't necessarily like making here, but it's fine. We're going to set up our Sun, which I'm okay with. Let's see if we see a knock. We just see a Drain Punch. Okay, that's probably best case scenario. So, it did a little bit of damage. This Pokemon will do a lot of damage. Let's see, Electros. And the nice thing about this as well is that it'll force me out, which is great. I'm just going to click Overheat here. We are going to see a Volt Switch, so we are going to get Initiative here, which is great. We're going to see the swap here. There's nothing... Hisui and Goodra might want to tank this, but even then, not very well. The thing is, do I want to... Hum-de-dum-de-dum-de-dum. We're going to see Turbo the Rank Master. What is this? This is Goodra. That's what I thought it would be. So we're going to fire off an Overheat here. Bada bing, bada boom. It'll do a decent chunk of damage. Boom. Solid chunk. Let's see, Goodra, Hisui. Is that Assault Vest? That looks to be Assault Vest. So we're going to see the Eject Pack, or at least it might be like Max Bedef. I guess it could be. Yeah, it could be Max Bedef. Do I go Probopass here? I kind of want to. I really want to. Let's see. Let's see here. Body. Let's see here. Body press. Does 22 to 26%. Body press does have to max HP set, and you're also already chipped. I'm going to Dr. Mario, and I'm getting this thing off the field. That's what I'm going to do. That's what I'm going to do. Alright, Magnet Pull, you're trapped here, and I'm going to be happy about it. Body press. Body press! You can no longer switch, my friend, and also I outspeed you now. Haha. So, getting Goodra off the field early is massive for my team. I really like this a lot. Because it opens up a lot of my other Pokemon, it prevents Gooey from popping off, it just helps me a ton. And this was kind of like my whole plan with this anyways, was to go in on this, to prevent like a body press situation. They might not even be able to touch me, which would be pretty awesome if that was the case. We're gonna body press here, boom, does a lot of damage. It is gooey, which is kind of what I feared, unfortunately. We are gonna see an EQ. Okay, so it's not a chopple, it's EQ, and it does do half. Okay, so I think you're pretty much forced to go for EQ here again. I think that's just your play every single time. I am gooey, so I'm slower now. I am okay with going into Talonflame here, but I don't think that's the best play for me to make. I kind of want to go Elegance, because I think you're going to go for EQ. Can Talonflame kill? I don't know if Talonflame can kill. No, Talonflame, what am I saying? Talonflame does not have a fire move. Alright, I'm going to Elegance. Yeah, I'm going to go into Elegance here. I do still like Dr. Mario in this game, especially for Fez. So, this thing being so chipped is massive for me. Ooh, that was pretty. Flamethrower, wow, well played. Well played predicting that. Okay. Unfortunate, but it is what it is. I could just CC. I could just, I mean, yeah, CC is just free, right? There's nothing that wants to switch in on a CC. I'll click close combat here. We are going to see the swap, so they are going to swap Hisui and Gudra, but I do outspeed with Pro Pass, so that's fine. We're going to see Netero. Is that going to be the Fez? That is going to be Fez. So Fez is going to come in here, unsurprisingly. Close combat, boom. Does a tiny sliver of damage. Are you Rocky Helmet, is the question. Let's see it. You are Rocky Helmet. Okay. The nice thing about this gives me Terra Brute Bonnet for free. And Terra Brute Bonnet, now that, that's weakened down, looks so insane here. So, yeah, I'm just going to switch into this. And I'm going to Terra, and I'm going to claim lies with this. Alright. And a nice thing, let's see, booster energy, there we go. Bada bing, bada boom. Our attack is heightened, which is pretty epic. And yeah, I automatically Terra. I could try and predict the Hisui and Gudra to come in. Let's see, Brute Bonnet versus Hisui and Gudra. Sucker Punch still does like crap ton of damage to this thing. So I think I can get away with clicking a and you're gooey, you're not Sap Sipster. So gooey. Seed Bomb to 12 to 14%. I think Terra Blast is the right play here. So we're going to see that they stay in, and we are going to reveal our Terra, which is probably unexpected. They're probably going for a U-turn here if I had to guess. We fire off our Terra Poison, which is pretty great, epic, and awesome. Yeah, Gudra being so weakened down this early in the game is massive for me. So we are going to see a U-turn, that makes sense. If they go into Gudra here, I just click Sucker Punch every single time. They can't even sub because they are too weak, and that's pretty awesome as well. Yeah, Rubana looks so good here. Peter Parker, that's going to be Spidops, actually. Very interesting. So we're going to fire off a Terra Blast. This is going to do a pretty big chunk of damage to this thing. We could see, like, webs. We could see hazard setting. We could see knock. We could just see this thing drop. Not quite. Yeah, I don't think there's anything you can do to me. I'm just going to stay in a Terra Blast again. I don't care. There we go, Terra Blast. And it could be a roll as well, which would be pretty great. We have Talonflame with Defog, so this thing going down early is pretty massive. Unfortunately, it does not go down. We are going to see a Circle Throw. That's fine. I think that'll switch me out, right? Yes, it does switch me out. Okay, that's fine, though. I think literally everything outspeeds Spidops here, so yeah, this is fine. We do lose our booster, but that's okay. I will go ahead and click Flip Turn. I don't see a reason for me not to here. So that way I can pivot, like, maybe Torkoal back in or something like that. That'd be pretty great. Yeah, let's see what they want to go for here. They might have Sucker Punch. Do they have Sucker? I think this thing does get access to the Sucker Punch, but I don't think it's going to be too big of a deal. The major thing right now is Deoxys Speed is scary. Cinderace is a little scary as well. What else is there? I'm trying to think. We're going to see the swap. We could see the Phasantipity come back in. That would make a lot of sense. We're going to see Turbo. That's going to be Gudra. Okay. So Gudra's going to come back in here. That's fine. Alright. Flip turn. Bada bing, bada boom. That's fine. You're going to fire off your Gooey. Can I take advantage of this here? I mean, I could just get this thing off the field permanently, which would be pretty great. You know what? Yeah, I'm not going to play around with this. I want this thing gone. I outspeed this, and I'm just going to click this button. I do not care. So, yeah. Body press here. Bada bing, bada boom. Boom! Nice. Alright, Gudra goes down. Beautiful. Okay. So, Major threat out of the way, especially for BONNET. BONNET looks absolutely wild here now, which is pretty great, if you ask me. So we see Hisui and Gudra. What's going to come in here? What am I trying to count? I was trying to count SPDA. Because if you're like minus speed, I probably don't outspeed it, but I'm just curious. Oh my god, it's a speed tie. Oh my god, it's a speed tie. That's insane. Oh my god, it's actually a speed tie. I didn't account for this. Gloria Hole. So you're gonna fire for Drain Punch here. I am Chopple. Do I want this for Fezandipity? Do I really want this for Fez? I do want this for Fez, don't I? I do really want this for Fez. You can't do anything. I think you get Zen Headbutt. Do you get Zen Headbutt? I feel like you do. Hold on a second, because Electros gets every move under the sun, which is terrifying. Electros. Do you get Zen Headbutt? Yes, you do. So if you go for Zen Headbutt, let's see here. Electros, Zen Headbutt, against BONNET. That's Terra Poison. It's going to do 31 to 37%. I can heal that damage off. Alright. That's if it's like no attack investment, but I have a feeling with the way this is played, it's probably a Soul Vest. We could also see a Volt Switch here. That would make a lot of sense too. We are going to switch this thing in. We're going to see a Drain Punch here. That's fine. Okay. So we could see Terra Fairy. We could see Terra Fairy Volt Switch. I think makes a lot of sense here. Terra Fairy Volt Switch. Do I want damage on that or not? I don't think I need it. I think Terra Blast here is a very free click. Yeah, I like Terra Blast here, because if you stay in, you drop. You can't risk me going for a big damage with Sucker Punch. Fezandipity is probably the switch. I'm going to Terra Blast. They do stay in, which is interesting. So this will do a decent chunk of damage. I also forgot I no longer have the booster energy, so I need to remember that. That still did a lot of damage, holy crap. We are going to see a Volt Switch. Okay. We outspeed. Okay, interesting. That's good to know. Oh yeah, I do naturally outspeed, don't I? Okay, well, that's fine. That's also actually really good to know. So they Volt Switch, so they might not have Zen Headbutt, which would be pretty awesome if that was the case. We're going to see Carrot, the reliable partner. That's Cinderace. You have Zen Headbutt, right? I'm pretty sure you do. Cinderace. Do you have Zen Headbutt? Yes, you do. So, BONNET versus Cinderace. You're probably clicking Zen Headbutt. Sucker Punch does a lot of damage, but not quite enough, and I do still want this thing around. So what I might do here, I think, predicting the Zen Headbutt, I think I'm going to go into Undertale. I don't like setting the sun for Cinderace, but I think that's my best play, unfortunately. So we are going to make this switch. We're going to see Undertale come back in. The nice thing is, well, this Photosynthesis will give me a very free swap, which is pretty awesome. So I'm a big fan of that. We're going to see a Pyro Ball. We're just going to see a regular old Pyro Ball. That's fine. Okay. So I think here I Body Press. Body Press will do a lot of damage to this. It'll do damage to anything coming in. More than Overheat, I think, will. Against, I guess maybe not against Fez, which could be the swap here. But if Fez comes in, I can go into Probopass or BONNET. So we're going to see a Gunk Shot and they miss. That's... Oh, no, they don't miss. Okay. So that's fine. I'm okay with this. Boom. That's fine. I go into Walking Wake and I click Hydro Steam. I think I can click Hydro Steam now. Because if you Terra Poison, right? Or, well, you're not Terra Poison, but you're just regular Poison. You go to Poison. Bada bing, bada boom. Say you're Terra Poison. Draco still does, like, a massive chunk of damage to you. And I'm okay with that. So, yeah, I think what I'm going to do here, Hydro Steam still does more damage. We are going to get the speed boost as well. I think this will scare you out. Fezandipity was the switch last time, which makes a lot of sense. But nothing on this team wants to take a Hydro Steam to the face. So this could be a Spite-Up stack as well. I could definitely see that too. Yeah, this is overall, I'm okay with this. This is fine. And regardless, this is still nothing, like, Fezandipity doesn't want to take this either. And we know it's Rocky Helmet, so it's not AV. Fezandipity is not even really going to enjoy taking this that much. I guess... Oh yeah, Hydro Steam still does 77 to 91% of this thing. So, yeah, that's fine. That is fine. I am more than happy with this exchange. Holy. So we are going to see the swap. That makes sense. Something in here is getting nuked. We're gonna see Peter Parker, that's gonna be Spidops. So Spidops is gonna come in and be the sack. And that makes sense. Respect. Alrighty, bada bing, bada boom. Let's see, if Electros is... if that's Assault Vest, it would have to be... It would have to be like max SPDA. It would have to be max HP, max SPDA, and it still does half. So, am I tempted to take that risk? I don't know. We're gonna see Netero come in. That was Fez, right? Yes, that's Fez. Okay, so Fez comes in. Here's the thing, right? I could do a decent chunk of damage to this. I have free switches. You have to be going for U-turn here, I think. I think that's what you have to be doing, right? You have to be going for U-turn. Do I just want free damage on this? I kinda do. I kinda do want free damage on this. I can get Swamp Thing back in to heal up against Fez and the Electros. Cinderace, maybe? Deoxys, I can Sucker Punch kill, and then I have some other mods to revenge that. I'm gonna get some chip damage on you, I think. We're gonna Hydro Steam, bada bing, bada boom. That does a lot of damage, holy crap, that's crazy. Alright, we are going to see a Moonblast. We're AV, so we tank this. Yep, bada bing, bada boom. Special attack fail, that's actually unfortunate, I won't lie. So we could see a U-turn here at this point. Although I do outspeed Electro, so it would force Cinderace back in, right? It would force Cinderace back in, but I also don't want to be in a position where Cinderace is easily swapped in. But I don't think I have a choice, unfortunately. Cinderace looks really good right now. I'm gonna go ahead and make the swap. This is a bit scary, I won't lie. We're probably going to see a U-turn now at this point. We're gonna see Roost, that's fine. I can get off a Stealth Rocks. I can also just fire off, actually, okay, do I fire off a Body Press here, predicting the U-turn into Cinderace. Cinderace versus Probopass. Body Press is 39 to 46% to that, and that puts it in range of a lot of threats, which is pretty awesome. You no longer have Booster. So... and Sucker Punch will still do half. So I need to prioritize rocks or damage on Cinderace, because Cinderace I think is what's coming in here. And you know what? I think I'm going to prioritize damage, so I'm going to go for Body Press here. You stay in. Interesting. Very interesting. Because I can go for a Heavy Slam and nuke you off the face of the earth, right? Unless you're just playing this so well. Fez and Dippity. I'm going to go ahead and set my rocks. I don't care that Cinderace is there. I'm going to set up my rocks. We're going to see another Moonblast. That's fine. Bada bing, bada boom. We're going to set up our rocks. Perfection. And BONNET comes in on this for free. So if you want to kill me here, I'm okay with that. I will go ahead and Body Press on the off chance you U-turn, though. Or on the off chance you hard swap. That would be pretty awesome. We're going to see Moonblast. That's fine. Boom. BONNET can come in for free. And Quick Synthesis versus this, which is pretty awesome. So that's what I'm going to do. Bada bing, bada boom. I ain't going to complain about it. Fez will be annoying in the endgame for sure, but I think, like, my Terra Poison BONNET, I think will still outstall it, I think. So this is a pretty decent situation, honestly. I could have forced this thing to take a lot of damage. I wasn't expecting them to stay in. That's kind of shocking to me, I won't lie. But I'm still okay with it. I'm still okay with this exchange. We are going to see a U-turn this time. That makes a lot of sense. But we are Terra Poison, so Toxic Chain cannot pop off here. We're probably going to see Cinderace switch back in. We could also see Electros, although Electros doesn't outspeed me, so that's fine. We're going to see Gloria Hole. That's Electros coming in. You're going to take damage from rocks. And you are in range of dying to a hit from me. So, Electros. Seed Bomb does the most damage to you. You don't Terra in front of this. Seed Bomb does the most damage. I'm going to click Seed Bomb here, because Seed Bomb does the most damage. Seed Bomb, bada bing, bada boom. Electros is going to go down, and I have a fully healthy BONNET against me that Pheasantipity can't touch, Cinderace doesn't want to switch in against, and Deoxys Speed does not want to get Sucker Punched against. Now, if it's Substitute, Deoxys, that could be a problem, but I don't think it is. Are we going to see Boots? We are going to see Boots. So, we see this come in. Cinderace. Sucker Punch 2 shots, which is pretty awesome. And I am Terra Poison. So, Zen Headbutt. Pyro Ball does 44 to 52%. Let's see, what was I just doing? I was just doing a calc. What was the calc again? I don't remember. What was the calc I was just thinking of? Zen Headbutt, thank you. Okay. Zen Headbutt does 59 to 70% with a chance to flinch, which I don't like, but I think that's my best play at this point. So, on the off chance that you click the old switcheroo, I will click Terra Blast here. We are just going to see a raw Fireball. Okay, that's fine. Wow, we take that really well, actually. Brute Bonnet is a beast, man. Brute Bonnet is such a beast. We're going to fire off a Terra Blast. Boom. Badushkis. Beautiful. Alright, this time I will Sucker Punch. I don't think there's a reason I don't. We are going to Sucker Punch here. Boom. We reveal that we have it. Cinderace goes down. Massive threat out of the way. All that's left is a Pheasantipity and Deoxys. Now, Deoxys Speed dies to a Sucker Punch. I die to a Psycho Boost, but the thing with that is, I don't care. Because I'm just clicking Sucker Punch. I think I can just click Sucker Punch versus this. Alright. Yeah, this is very interesting. Pheasantipity can't break this. Well, that's the thing, right? So it literally comes down to, do I think Deoxys Speed has frickin' whatchamacallit? Substitute. I don't think so. I really don't. I think he would have swapped it in by now. He would have gone into it by now if he had thought that. We are going to see it now. Of course, I could be getting completely played here. And if you have sub, well on you, man. Well on you. But, this still puts me in a really great position. So, I'm just going to click Sucker. You could have Extreme Speed. That's not going to do that much damage to me, though. I'm okay with this. Oh, God. Are you sub? Your Agility. Okay. So, this is going to come down to Sucker Punch shenanigans then. Okay. I'm going to click Sucker Punch again. Oh, and I have Pressure. Okay, that's good to know. I have Pressure. Okay. This is a scary situation for sure. I do still have Gale Wings. Yeah, this is going to come down to some Sucker Punch shenanigans. Unfortunately. I think they're thinking about what they want to do. I also don't know what I should do either. Because I kind of need... Oh, God, this is hard. This is really hard, actually. Because I kind of need Brute Bonnet for Fez. We're going to Sucker Punch again and fail. You're clicking Agility again. You're clicking Calm Mind. So you're Calm Mind Agility. Okay. This is tough. How well does Walking Wake take this hit? 38 to 45%. A Draco Meteor drops you. Walking Wake ultimately won't win me this game, which I do have to remember as well. Walking Wake does not win me this game ever. So I should sack this off. I think I should have swapped in last turn. I think that would have been my better play. But it is what it is. What does Talonflame look like? Brave Bird does half. So if this thing gets chipped even a little bit, then Talonflame can come in. I could be throwing here. I don't know. This is tough. This is tough. Oh, God. Swamp Thing, come back. All right, let's see what they want to go for here. We've seen Calm Mind. We've seen that. We see Store Power, so it's the Store Power set. We live somehow, which is insane. Okay. I will click Hydro Steam. You just click Store Power here again, though. Yeah, okay. Alright. This game is literally going to come down to Sucker Punch shenanigans. That's what this game is going to come down to, is Sucker Punch, which is insane. Unless Talonflame, you can clutch up with a Brave Bird hit. Hold on, if you're a +2 speed, +1 SPDA, +1 regular, stored power. Store Power doesn't kill, which is insane. So do I... No, I don't willow. Willowing here is stupid, right? I click Brave Bird. Yeah, I think I have to click Brave Bird here. We could see a swap in the Fez, but if that's the case... Oh, man. Okay, we do land this hit. Thank you, Gale Wings. Does a decent chunk of damage. Okay. Meteor Beam. Wow, I love that tech. Okay, so you're Power Herb then. Alright, so we know your full moveset. Okay. Yeah, this comes down to Sucker Punch, which is never a fun situation to be in. I never like being in a situation where I have to rely on Sucker Punch. But, we'll figure it out. Alright. And because Pressure is active, I have 2 more Sucker Punches. I need to get these right. A hit, if they try to set up, a hit will kill. I think I need to, okay, I know I'm gonna get so mad if I click Sucker Punch twice, if I don't click Sucker Punch and then they go for an attack. I know I will be mad. So I'm going to click Sucker Punch and I'm just going to spam Sucker Punch until I'm out of PP. That's what I'm going to do. Then hopefully they'll forget about Pressure, too. Okay. Fail. I have 1 more Sucker. I have 1 more Sucker. And I'm clicking it. I do not care. I'm clicking Sucker. I'm not overthinking it. I am not overthinking this. I'm just going to spam Sucker. I'm not breaking this. They might think I'm out of Sucker Punches at this point. I don't know if they've been keeping track. This is tough. Come on. Come on. Click the attack. Click the attack. Come on. I know you want to. I know you want to. Come on. Ugh. Come on, Brew Bonnet. Come on. I believe in you. I believe in you, Brew Bonnet. I believe in you. Come on. Come on. Yes! Let's go! Alright. It's down to Brute Bonnet versus whatever the frick it's called. Let's go. Alright, Pheasantipity, however you say it. I don't know how you say that name. Terrablast, with an inactive, still like 2 shots this, which is crazy. I don't know what you can go for. I think you have Heat Wave. I'm going to Synthesis up to prep for whatever you have. You're just going to see Moonblast, so I don't even think you have Heat Wave, which is pretty crazy. So we're going to Synthesis here, bada bing, bada boom. Pretty awesome. Pretty epic indeed. And now we're at a position where we just spam Terra Blast. And we'll eventually pick up the kill. We're going to see Moonblast, bada bing, bada boom. That's fine. Alright, Special Attack Fell, that's fine. We are adamant. We are Terra Blasting you, and you are going to take a lot of damage from this, hopefully. Bada bing, bada boom. Boom. Yep, okay. So yeah, you can roost off that damage, but you don't have enough roost to win this game. So, yeah. Holy crap. I hate Sucker Punch shenanigans so much. Okay, thank you, Brandon, for just letting me pick up the kill. I appreciate that immensely. Oh my gosh. GG's. Well played. Brute Bonnet, baby! This is why we love Brute Bonnet in this house! Let's go! Woo! Alright, what a way to start it off! Terra Brute Bonnet, my boy, I'm so glad you're back! Let's go! Woo! Oh my gosh, dude! Oh my gosh, I love Brute Bonnet! I am in love with this Pokemon! Ah! GG's to Brandon. What a crazy game that was. Thank you for being a good sport at the end. I appreciate it a ton. Man, that was such a good game. Absolutely loved it. GG's. Really, really well played. It really came down to, like, so many 50-50s, man. And, yeah, man, that was crazy. We're starting off strong with a 1-0 victory. I will take it. I will gladly take a dub against a very tough opponent as well. So, very excited for y'all to see this match. Thank you all so much for watching. I really, really hope you all enjoyed this battle. If you did, please be sure to leave a like and subscribe. Comment below your favorite moment of the battle. Comment Brute Bonnet the GOAT if you made it to this point in the video, because why not? People do that all the time. And I'll see you soon! Oh, also be sure to check out my opponent. Link will be down in the description below. Also, the YouTube collab feature as well. Check it out. I'll see you soon in the next video. Peace out, mates!